Well, this is a new read. The last few weeks I was working on a new spread, and this is what I'm up about. So let's see what is going on with the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And when I was meditating, I heard the divine feminine towards the divine masculine. I choose to see you in light and love, so I can attract around me the love and the light that is shining within me. And so I choose to see you with love. And let's see what is coming out of that. There is a lot of emotions going on, and that is still the work out of the eclipses. And let's see what the divine masculine and the divine feminine within and without are going towards each other. Aha. So that's why the divine feminine I see is the moon. Yeah, it's the the connection of the moon. I will show you the cards one by one. So what the divine masculine is thinking about the divine feminine is he's seeing her as the high priest, the high priestess, the one who has the knowledge and that sees through the things, that is seeing through the veils, that is using her intuition. And for the divine masculine, it's the end, it's the death and new beginnings. So there are new beginnings coming up for the divine masculine. And he's going through a death. He's going through a period of saying, you know, I'm in a rebirth. I'm going to see the things as they are. And there is a lot of exchange and transformation happens during the eclipse moon of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, I see. Because the divine feminine is totally in tune with her moon, with her moon cycle, and she works with the moon. And I see it's for the divine masculine still a journey within, and it's the masculine side within the masculine that is, you know, ready for a rebirth, ready for a rebirth. And I see in the heart space, it's the Empress for the divine masculine. And the inner feminine of the divine masculine wants to put her actually in a space of entrapment, I hear. But the divine feminine is choosing to see the divine masculine in his true masculinity. And her inner feminine is seeing, or in her inner masculine is seeing that the divine masculine is suffering. That there are only 2 cups up. And there is a pain within the divine masculine that is not being resolved yet. and there is probably a regret and not be able to hold his own cups. And he only can hold that when he sees the divine feminine in this day of light. And what I see, his empress, new beginnings, rebirth, also the energy of birth, new birth and hope that that the divine masculine has to go through. He has a want of his inner feminine wants that connection, but he's afraid. He's afraid of loss. The only thing what his divine masculine within can do is keep that balance. Keep that balance. And the divine feminine in that space, in his subconscious mind, he knows that he needs to come back in balance again. Because there is this longing for the divine feminine, for his empress. And the divine masculine within the divine feminine is seeing, you know, you are in this loss. Why are you feeling that loss? Well, there is so much around you to be happy about. There's so much to be happy about. And it probably has to do with control issues. There are some things within the divine masculine he can't control. And that gets that darker energy out of him. He wants to fight. He wants to have that fight. And it's not his masculine energy. It's his feminine energy that wants to fight. So that's interesting part of the divine masculine and the divine feminine within. And how does the divine feminine feels within? The divine feminine is in that space of total new beginnings. She holds that queen energy and she says, okay, I'm holding that space. I am choosing to see you with love. If I'm going to do and react the same as you are, I'm losing myself. I'm going away by myself. I'm going away by my priestess. I'm going away by my inner love. And the loss that is there in the heart space, she still has 2 cups that are still full. So she is not looking to the past anymore. She's just holding that cup, the 2 cups, and looking at those cups as full, not at the cups that are empty anymore, out of regret, out of suffering. She says, I'm rising above and I'm flying with my divine masculine to higher heights. And the divine masculine says, okay, I need to protect myself from you because there are some things that doesn't work the way I want them to work. And that's the thing that he still can learn from. Surrender to the energies of his divine feminine, because his divine masculine energy is better in his energy than the divine feminine. He wants the wanting for the empress, for his divine feminine, is almost that he's in denial of it. And that makes him coming in this space of wanting the divine feminine to be captured, almost like you don't see. But he knows intuitive, the divine feminine of the masculine knows intuitive that she sees, that she goes through it. And it's not the game. It's not the game. Because the divine feminine says, okay, how far do you want to go? Because you know everything you do against me will come back to you. And I'm making a conscious choice to be mature, to be in this energy that I can hold myself and hold you in the process, because they're both divine feminine and the divine masculine within the divine feminine has the king and queen in balance within herself. And when she is in that space, she says, okay, I have everything I need. I'm at home with myself. I can do the things that I want. And I don't mind. I mind my own business. But I choose to see my divine masculine in love. And that's exactly what the divine masculine can't handle. He can't handle the love of the divine feminine, because there is too much control. But if he is, I'm going to put some other cards with it to see what he can do about it. What is he going to do about it? That's the Lover's card. It's the past. They were past lovers. It could be your divine masculine and your divine feminine was someone from a soul connection. And I hear this soul, it's a soul connection, not only a soul connection, it's a soul contract. And this soul contract between the divine masculine and the divine feminine can't be broken. Unless the divine masculine choose to break and to cut this energy that he goes through, all of it, through his emotions, cut the cords, asking the higher planes to cut this soul contract. Divine feminine already knows that this soul contract isn't an easy part to disconnect, because if this is in your blueprint, you will never get rid of each other. You always will be a part of each other's life, and it's up to the divine masculine and the divine feminine how they see each other and how they react. So probably the divine masculine feels stuck within himself. Yeah, he wants to have that victory. He wants to go to that divine feminine and make that move and come out of that space of that loss. I hear out of that loss. I want to get that victory out of that loss, because I need to move on. I need to move on towards my divine feminine. I can't keep myself stuck and lost in a place that isn't good for me. And that means divine masculine is heading, and that's what she says, you know. She said exactly how it is. Divine masculine, I offer you my cup of love. I offer you, I choose to see you with love. And that will be your victory. you will come out of that out of that space as a rebirth. That's beautiful. Remember the times. Remember the good times. Don't keep yourself stuck in the times that you were hurt. Yeah. When you have the balance, the fire and the water within, and you keep the balance within, the karmic wheel will turn for you. Your karma is already turning. The wheel of fortune is already going your way. The divine feminine is truly happy for you. Happy with all the things that you do, and you think that it is a game. Divine feminine doesn't play games. She chooses love, and she is willing to offer and to share her love and her abundance with everybody around her. She doesn't see the things at loss. She only sees the things that she gains, and that everybody around her can gain from it. There is communication needed about the emotions that the divine feminine and the divine masculine have. Only then there can be a victory that the divine masculine is coming out of his stuckness, I hear. So it's really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. So this is about the divine feminine and about the divine masculine within the divine feminine and within the divine masculine. So we have two separate energies within us, the masculine energy and the feminine energy, and they both react on a different way. So again, divine feminine is offering love. There is a fear of the divine feminine that is removed out of her life, and that is the energy of being in lack, that is removed from her life. And it could be that there is a rebirth happening within the divine feminine, and the trust that she has in the universe and the trust that she has in her surroundings, because she's always at home within herself. Let's see what is needed in the communication for the divine masculine in his feminine side. Take action. He sees the beauty from the divine feminine within and without, and it's almost like there is this hopelessness within this energy. She is strong, she is well-willed, she is fiery, she is in her strength, she is in her authenticity, she is in her joy, she is in her love, she's in her strength. Divine Feminine grew out of this, you know, this sorry for the noise. This is an amazing transformation what happened with the eclipse moon. And there was this huge transformation of leveling up. And that means that she sees the things in a totally different way. She doesn't see the things as separate anymore. It's all one. So if there is something going on in the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine will be there to heal it. If it's in person or if it's on a distance, she doesn't stop caring and loving for the Divine Masculine. Whatever he does, it shows her where his pain is. It shows her what still needs healing. And she is asking for that healing. She is transmuting and working on that spot that needs to be healed. The more darkness there is within the masculine, the more light comes towards the Divine Feminine. And that light will reveal exactly the wounds of the Divine Masculine. And I also see that the Divine Masculine wants to have that victory over his wounds. And he is not doing it within his body. He doesn't work with the wounds in his body. He does it on a mental space. He does it mentally. He works on a mental way of healing himself. Protecting himself in a way that is different from the Divine Feminine. And that's why that balance is there. That's why they need each other so much. It's a compromise, you know, when the Divine Masculine wants to push, the Divine Feminine says, okay, you need more love. And that's exactly what she's giving. And the more the Divine Masculine push, to push the feminine away, the more love there is needed for the Divine Masculine. Because he doesn't see it, but he wants to overcome it. He will have the victory over this, because the Divine Feminine offers that love out of the masculine and out of her feminine side on his heart space, because there is this energy in his heart space that is open for the Divine Feminine. What will be the outcome for the Divine Masculine and for the Divine Feminine? What will be the outcome for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine? Wow. On his emotion, the Queen of Cups. He is going towards the Queen of Cups. He says, okay, I'm having this victory over all this, over my emotions, over my pain, over my heart space. And I have the victory because I know the Divine Feminine doesn't walk away. She stays even if it's on a distance, in her love, in her truth, in her authenticity, and he thinks, oh my gosh, this is a special one. You are beautiful within and without. You are not the person I thought you were, because you healed yourself. Thank you so much, Divine Feminine, for doing the work, for also seeing the truth, what is happening, not only within us, but around us. New beginnings, abundance, and love coming the way. Everything what the Divine Masculine wants, it's coming towards him. It's in the intuitive, it's the creativity, it's the fire, it's the passion, it's the love, it's the depth of the emotions that is transforming, and he's grounding it into the earth, and everything he desires is coming towards him because of the love of the Divine Feminine for the Divine Masculine. Wow, this is an amazing reading. And I thank you so much for watching, and I see you next time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the love, all the blessings.